Hello and welcome to the status report overview of SKAGEN Kon-Tiki in August. Let's take a look at the highlights for the month. Kon-Tiki was down 3.7% in August, outperforming the MSCI Emerging Markets Index, which fell 3.9%. Year to date, the fund is up 1.6%, which is 7.5% ahead of the index. Emerging markets generally have now underperformed developed markets by 23% in 2013, although we've seen a wide dispersion of returns within emerging markets. The underperformance is partly explained by contrasting growth dynamics, with economic indicators surprising positively in developed markets, but not in emerging, where GDP forecasts have come down lately. 2 new positions were initiated during the month, and we increased our holdings in 3 others. We exited completely from 3 companies during August. The Kon-Tiki portfolio generally remains attractively valued on both an absolute and relative basis, trading at a steep discount to the benchmark and its own historic average. The current earnings season has been good for most of our portfolio companies, although as in previous quarters, emerging market companies are generally going through a relatively weaker earnings season compared to those in developed markets. Now let's take a look at the fund's largest contributors and detractors. On the positive side, Hyundai Motor and Samsung, the fund's 2 largest holdings, top the winners list. Another car manufacturer, Great Wall Motor of China, which is a 5% position in the fund, also featured in the top 5 winners. The company announced interim results with a net profit up 73% year on year and operating margins increasing in the second quarter, which should help alleviate concerns about increased SUV competition from both domestic and joint venture produced models. Great Wall Motor had a 15% share of the Chinese SUV market in the first half of 2013. Another strong performer was A.P. Møller-Mærsk. The Danish shipping and energy company also announced interim results with net profit exceeding market expectations by 45% thanks to Maersk Line, with Maersk Oil delivering weak results as high exploration costs and lower production took their toll. Turning now to the negative side, and 3 Indian companies, Mahindra, Bharti Airtel and State Bank of India, were notable losers as the wider Indian stock market had a difficult August. Now let's run through the portfolio composition and have a look at what's changed. 2 new companies entered the fund. Marfrig is Brazil's 2nd largest beef processor with operations in Brazil, Uruguay and Argentina. It did have high levels of debt, but following the sale of its domestic poultry and pork operation, the balance sheet is now stronger. Raiffeisen Bank of Austria was also added due to its cheap valuation and the encouraging economic signs in Europe. We increased our holding in State Bank of India on share price weakness, as we believe the investment case remains intact, and also added to GCL, Poly Energy and Kinnevik. On the sell side, we exited completely from Coal of Africa and Dry Ships due to concerns about the balance sheets at both companies, and Baker Hughes also left the portfolio. We reduced our holdings in HSBC, where we sold half of the position to finance the investment in Raiffeisen Bank, as well as Bangkok Bank and Great Wall Motor, where we took profits. Finally, let's take a quick look at the fund's largest holdings, and we can see how attractive current valuations are. The top 35 positions, which together represent 75% of the portfolio, traded a weighted price-earnings multiple of 6.7 times and are on a price-to-book multiple of 1.1 times, both of which are at a steep discount to the index. Emerging markets overall are now trading at a major discount to developed markets, and are also at a huge discount to their own historic averages. This continues to create good buying opportunities for emerging market equities for those who can take a long-term perspective and tolerate short-term volatility. That's all for this month. Thank you for watching, and for more information please visit the SKAGEN Kon-Tiki section of the SKAGEN website.